We've come to Fraserburgh now to visit the fantastic lofts of Bob McDonald. Good afternoon, Bob.
Good afternoon to you. Welcome to Fraserburgh.
Cheers, mate.
Amongst the fanatics.
How long have you been in the sport, mate?
61 years.
Yeah. What's the circumstances you're starting up?
Well, I started with 2 fantails when I was 7 or 8 year old. My father brought down from the country, and when I was living in a small flat, and the 2 young lads had a few racing pigeons, and of course I got the bug and I've been fanatical ever since.
Yeah. What's one or two of your best positions? I know it's difficult because you've won a few, mate.
Well, I would say the best thrill I would say was getting a time the pigeon from Wren's National, first pigeon to be timed at 660 mile and won the section. And the same pigeon had been, that was on the day, and the same pigeon had been 4th in our section at a 700-yard velocity the year before.
Yeah.
So,
I'll say you had many Fed wins and
well,
national.
Fed wins and Fed averages are
through the years.
Through the years has been, you lose a little bit of interest after you've won it so many times, but having said that, I would say you're only as good as the fanciers in your federation or your club allows you to be.
Yeah.
And that it's a sport to me anyway. The more you put in, the more you get out.
Yeah. What distances do you like racing in, Bob?
Well, I like racing from the first to the last, but I could win every race up to 500 mile, and if I didn't get one at the 600 or the Channel, I would have had a bad year.
You're disappointed.
I would have been disappointed.
So you like the distance. What race points do you race from on the distance?
Well, we've raced from the furthest distance I've raced is Mott, which is 784 mile. And then we've Wren's at 650, and we've got Sartelli at 614. That's the main race points.
Incredible. It's a nice checker cock, Bob. What's this one?
Well, that's the one that's in 91 pigeon, and he's been a steady pigeon, been in Widowhood, but he's one that you've got to get right for the distance. And this year, liberated at 8 o'clock in the morning from Hastings, he dropped and did the darkness at 10:30, and to win the club.
Beautiful pigeon. How far is Hastings in, Bob?
484 mile.
Yeah. And how many? But you say there's only 2 birds on the day.
Well, the other one, when I seen him for the house flying in darkness, and I run down here, there was another one waiting to get in, a hen. So
there's only 2 birds on the day.
only 2 birds in a day, and we had 6 in the first 8.
Yeah.
In the club.
What family is this pigeon in, Bob?
That's Jan Aarden.
What system you race your old birds on in, Bob?
Well, the winning pigeons usually come from the Widowhood loft. It's Widowhood from 60 to 600 mile, but the natural pigeons usually go in the club as trainers.
Yeah.
And from them, when I get 1 or 2 fit pigeons, and I mean fit, really fit, then they'll be set up for the national. You know? But I mean, for winning in the present day, you the natural pigeons can't compete with the Widowhood.
How many cocks have you got on Widowhood?
30.
Yeah. Do you break down?
For the earlier races, yeah, but my breakdown maybe only consists of the Sunday and the Monday.
Yeah.
And then they're on to the full mixture.
Yeah. Do you feed heavier, like for the distance racing?
Yeah, I feed a few peanuts.
Sort of beef it up a bit.
But I mean, I'm a heavy feeder at heavy feeder at all times.
Yeah. When do you pair up?
Oh, about the 14th of February right through into end of April. There's so many pigeons here to pair, that's why.
Yeah. Do you break down? Do you show the hens on Friday night?
Yep. Show the hens on Friday night, and less for the distance pigeons. Then we show the hens on a Wednesday, and then half a day. Leave them in the loft overnight. Yeah. Maybe go in at 6 o'clock and then take them out in the morning, and then they're just basketed. the following day.
How long do they get the hen for on their return from a race?
About an hour to 2 hours, depending on the stiffness of the race. If it come late, I sometimes leave them all night, take them out first thing in the morning.
Do you use anything in your water?
I'm using the water.
Yeah.
Well, it's mainly fresh water, but the treatment that I give them for coccidiosis and canker, that's usually done once a month. And then a vitamin in, usually vitamin in, especially during the molt. It'll be in twice a week, but maybe once a month in the racing season.
This is Bob's very smart Widowhood loft. It has 3 sections and open door trapping. And the Sputnik traps for latecomers. This is the scene inside the Widowhood loft. All the floors are grilled. And the cots have got nice big spacious nest boxes. This is Bob's fantastic natural loft. I must say he has a magnificent setup here. The natural pigeons are trapped through Sputnik traps. This is a beautiful blue hen, Bob. What's this one?
That's a pure Newcomb, pure Eddie Newcomb pigeon.
Yeah, what's she won?
Well, she was just lightly raced and she was sent to the last race. And when I seen this Widowhood cock come, I ran down there and it was sitting waiting to get in the door. So I don't know how long it had been there, but it was.
What was the race point again?
That was Hastings.
Yeah, so it's only 2 birds on the day.
Only 2 birds in a day.
Yeah, magnificent. Was she raced on the Widowhood or natural?
No, natural.
Yeah. And what's her best nest condition?
Well, she was sitting in a small young bird at Hastings, so that'll likely be her condition.
Yeah. What families of pigeons you raced in, Bob?
Well, I've got the old triple cock from a Pigeon 1949, and I bred all the good pigeons. They're called the triple cock family. Came from the late James Mill, and I bought him in about 56. And he filled the loft of winners, only birds in a day, only birds from 600 mile. On the day, you name it, that family's flown it. And I've inbred directly to them, closely inbred, and these pigeons are still winning at the present day. The other family I saw in the 1965 Olympiad. I was fascinated, along with Jack Humphreys, at the eyes of 3 pigeons who I found out later belonged to Cornepius. And I was invited to go over, and the result in it, I took back 12 in the first year and 8 in the second year. And I've since inbred these pigeons and bred nothing into them. And really, flying Widowhood have decimated the federation. But of course, easier flying Widowhood than most flyers were flying natural.
Yeah.
But they've been good, honest pigeons. They'll win from 100 mile. But they really win at the distance, and they really come well in hard days.
Yeah, they're Jan Aarden based in Conan Passali.
Yes, the Jan Aarden based. I mean, these are the real Jan Aarden, as you can see with their eyes.
Yeah.
And as I said, I've inbred them so much so that they come from Holland back to me to try and buy young birds back, because theirs are crossed and mine are pure.
Yeah, they're beautiful pigeons as well, eh?
They've won out a turn in the show. I mean, I think it was the second year of the Blackpool show was held in Doncaster at the British World Show, and I entered 6 teams of 4 in the breeders' class, three birds, 3 teams of my own, and 3 teams of the Nippius.
Yeah.
My own were first, the Nippius was second, third and fourth, and my own were 5th and 6th.
Absolutely brilliant.
6 prizes, and they've won best in show at Edinburgh show, they've won best in show at Birmingham show for Bert Platt, which pigeons you had from me. In fact, they've been winning, and quite a lot of pigeons are still winning. Every year that you'll see some of these pigeons, and you can just tell them where they've come from by the eyes of the pigeons.
How many babies you breed each season in, Bob?
Oh, 200, 250 depending.
Yeah. How far do they race?
Well, I race them all the way to the Young Bird National, 350 to 360 mile.
Yeah.
But I don't race them every week. I mean, they're in 1 week and maybe 2 or 3 races. I'm not hard on them because I think you can't take it out as old birds as you can take it out. If you take it out as young ones, you want to get them as yearlings or 2-year-olds.
No. Do you save the cocks because of widowhood?
No, not really. I mean, I put them. The Van Reed cocks that I've got for the first up to 300 mile, I race them maybe 3 or 4 races and then stop them.
Yeah.
But the rest of them, the hens go all the way.
Yeah. How about training?
Oh, I'm a hard day in the basket every day.
Yeah. How far they go?
Prefer a good hour in the morning and an hour in the evening. If I can't get them trained, I like them to fly around about. They just like, they've just got to be exercised. They're just like runners. They just have to be kept fit.
Yeah. How about feeding your babies?
A very, very heavy feeder and protein, and then a little bit of maize at the end of the week, just before the day before basket.
Yeah. I noticed you've got a very smart young bird section here, Bob, but they haven't got your babies yet because they're not weaned, are they?
No.
But you've got some wonderful perches.
Yep, this is our own design, and they're quite easily caught.
Yeah.
And they can sit down here, and this is full of sawdust.
Yeah.
And they can empty that once a fortnight, and you can see them. You can pull them out, see the drop-ins, see how they are.
Yeah.
Push them back. The pigeons are dead easy trained, and
they keep away off the droppings as well.
They can keep the pigeons in good condition because
Yeah.
they're never soiled or nothing with their own droppings.
Beautiful, mate.
So that's it.
This is a natural section, a natural loft. Has 3 sections, contain 12 nest boxes. And Bob tells me these are German nest box fronts. How many stock pigeons you keep, Bob?
Oh, 120, 140 pair.
Yeah. When do you pair them up?
Usually start about the same time as a pair of widowhood, about the 14th of February, so they can stretch eggs back and forth.
Yeah.
And having so many, I'm a pigeon lover now, not a pigeon raiser.
Yeah. When you go out and buy a stock bird, what do you look for?
Well, the first thing that I look for is the ancestor. I try and look in the pedigree, but I like a pigeon to have soft, supple muscle. Pigeon can fly 3 days. Long distance pigeons to me have a good wing, a good formation of a wing, soft muscle, balanced body, good rump, and preferably a good eye.
You like eyesight?
Yes, I like eye sign, and I've gone through the stages and everything, but pigeon must have everything else. A good eye is okay, it's like a boat with a good compass, but if it hasn't got a good engine, it's no good.
No.
And if it hasn't got a good body, it's no good. So when you get all 3 together and it's got brains, well, you've got the right one, you've got the lucky one.
This is Bob's loft manager, Andy, feeding some of the stock pigeons. This is a scene inside the stock sections, and this section contains some of the best Jan Aarden blood in England. And I must say these pigeons are credit to Bob. Absolutely magnificent.